My name is Martha Montoya. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Agtools. We have Charles Harrison at the booth and ready to do demos with you. Agtools is a data science analytics company, and I need to shift your brains a little bit because supply chain has 76 variables that impact at any time anything that we happen in the world. And how do I know that? Because I've been doing this for many years for many conglomerates. So when you have lunch today, and hopefully you have lunch today, think about that what you're eating is not just from the farmer. There are 23 industries engaged on the fact that you're going to have that meal. Transportation, processing plants, labor, energy, that are continuously interconnected, and that they have a common denominator across, which is you, the financial institutions, providing the fuel to be able to have that plate of food. The US farmers today, which is a segment of the whole food supply chain, received $175 billion loans last year, 2022, which left a 35% gap. It was only 35% of what we need, which is $321 billion that the commercial banks can and will be able to grab. But we cannot do that until we understand how the whole process of the food industry works. So last night, or this morning, as I was coming into town, I was wondering which commodity would I showcase you to be able to show you supply chain. And I got a sign from above, actually from Broadway, avocados from Mexico. So here we go, avocados from Mexico. So as you can see now on the demo, all live, you can see where any avocado comes from anywhere in the world at any time in the United States or anywhere in the world for that matter. Whether it's a weekly, a monthly, a yearly, whether it's organic or not organic. And you wonder, why do I need to know that? Well, because you need to do those loans. And to do those loans, your loan officers who are the first ones on the line need the data, accurate data, to be able to provide those programs or loans. The first mile, which is what many people have missed throughout this whole supply chain and COVID-19, is where everything starts, where the source of whether it's the leather for your shoes, whether it's the cotton for your clothes, or whether it's the mineral for your iPhone. Everything starts in nature, and they're all interconnected in many shapes and forms. So not only we, the industry in general, as a supply chain, but you as the financial institutions need to understand that whole process in order to be able to create the programs. For the loan officers who are dealing with your customers, who sometimes are the small little restaurant, or sometimes it's actually the other. So if you go to advanced mode, for example, you are able to see that you can compare Mexico with California, and to be able to consult whether you are going to finance or they are going to finance the local farmer in California, or they're going to finance the farmer in another country, or because today, based on the footprint of what's going on in the world, your large customers have footprints around the world. So for example, one of our customers, which happens to have 150,000 farmers on strawberries, needs to know whether the regions and the climate change that are impacting are going to be the right place to be able to farm more and be able to have your milkshake at McDonald's or your ice cream at Baskin Robbins, or your little dry strawberries in your cereal. So what you do is, what we're doing is we're able to now work with the, no, there we go, the labor, there is that. Here we go. In the procurement feature, you're able to now see which every region, even down to even the farm, would be able to produce that for the next 5, 10 years based on 50 years of phenological weather patterns, which is phases of all the products and everything that happens, even from the minerals to the plants, to be able to decide whether that region is going to be the one that will be able to supply. But here's an interesting pattern. The financial institutions have thought, look, that is not really my problem. My problem is to make sure that I loan so you can produce better. Your yield gets higher, you increase your yield, you produce more. Well, guess what? That doesn't happen. If you read the news, a couple of weeks ago, the French government just providing $200 million to farmers to throw away grapes and wine in the trash. because there's overflow of product in the industry. Nobody saw that coming? Yes, you can see this through Agtools because we have those 76 variables moving at 1 billion transactions per second and able to provide not only the data in real time, but daily reports that are able to manage, or even accurate reports that we provide now to banks in the United States and outside to be able to understand how they manage those loans for those markets. So how do we make sure that you all understand that as we move into this whole supply chain and this data, your bank industry, your chief economist officer, your loan officers create your risk management products? Is because we are able to provide it simple, fast, and in different formats. As I will be walking out of the stage, my job today was primarily to let you know that we exist and that you should be expanding on that billions of dollars that are sitting on the table for you all, but more important, that sustainability and the ESG that you are looking for has to be calculated, and that our tool is able to provide all in the different places of the data and all the 76 variables to be able to manage those and understand if your customers and the conglomerates that not only have the footprint in the United States but worldwide are able to comply with it. And with that, I thank you for your time, and we'll look you in the booth.